Hi there. Welcome to the Advanced Strategic Management course of third semester MBA. I am Professor Ahamed Riaz and I'll be a faculty for this semester teaching you Advanced Strategic Management. This is one of the most important courses that you have to learn in your MBA program. In today's session, we're going to find out the business level strategy decision making. I told you we have three levels of strategy. We have corporate strategy, business level strategy, and functional level strategy. Today we're going to find out one important tool used in the SBU level or the business level strategy. This is known as generic strategy of Michael Porter. This is a very famous model proposed by Michael Porter. Now, this is known as a generic strategy. Basically, this strategy says that every company should decide on either of the three strategies when it comes to the target of customers and when it comes to the strategic advantage. So on the x-axis you have the strategic advantage and the y-axis you have the strategic target or the target customers. Basically, it says that you should follow any of these three strategies. The first strategy is known as overall cost leadership. It's also called as cost leadership strategy. Now, what do you mean by cost leadership strategy? There are certain companies which have competitive advantage over its competition only because of the cost. They will be the company which is capable of producing the product or service at the least cost and delivering it in the market for the customers with the least price. There are a lot of such companies. Most of the Chinese companies go with this strategy, the low cost strategy. Company like Huawei in mobile industry, or take Oppo or Vivo. These are companies which go for a low cost strategy. Or you take in India, you take the data and the internet connectivity companies. Jio is a company which has gone with a low cost strategy. You take apparels, okay, you take any other industry, you take the automobile industry. There are some companies which go with the low cost strategy. For example, Maruti goes with a low cost strategy. Whereas companies like Toyota or Honda or companies like BMW or Mercedes-Benz, they don't go for a low cost strategy. So low cost strategy is one strategy that can be followed by the company if you can produce the products and services at the lowest cost and deliver at the lowest price. So that's strategy number one. Here, the cost is low cost of production, and you will target almost all the customers. Okay. Now coming to the second strategy. The second strategy is known as differentiation strategy. Some companies will go for differentiation strategy. There are some brands. They don't go for a low cost. They go for uniqueness, differentiating their products and services with uniqueness. A lot of examples. I would say the best example is Apple. See, iPhones, they're not very cheap. iPhones are costly, but they are very unique in performance. They're very unique and they differentiate their product from all other mobile phones. The strategy of Apple is differentiation strategy. You take another company. You take a company, for example, you take a car company like Jaguar. Jaguar, they don't go for a low-cost strategy. Jaguar has its own uniqueness. The design is unique, the performance is unique. So they go for a differentiation strategy. You don't get the same design, the same performance like Jaguar Land Rover. The company is called as Jaguar Land Rover. They have brands like Jaguar, Land Rover, Range Rover. Their products are very unique. You can take any other company. Look, you take apparel industry. In apparel industry, you can take an example of, for example, a brand like you have Armani. Armani is very costly. But the products of brand Armani are very unique. That is why they are able to survive in the market. So the second strategy that you can follow is differentiation strategy with uniqueness. Now coming to the third strategy. What is the third strategy? The third strategy is focus strategy. This is a very unique kind of a strategy where the company focuses on a very small segment of customers or a niche segment of customers. They don't target a large segment of customers. They go for a very small segment of customers, and they are very successful in targeting that particular niche market and the small segment of market. For example, you must have seen companies which make products only for diabetic patients, like diet juices, you have diet biscuits, you have the sugar monitoring missions, you have specific footwear, chappals for diabetic patients. So there are some companies which target only a small segment. Their target segment is only diabetic patients. There are a lot of companies who are very focused on the customer segment. They only cater to a very small segment. Another important example is Rolls-Royce. Rolls-Royce is a company, a car company, which targets only a very small segment of the customers. They only target very high-end customers like royal families or rulers or business CEOs, kind of segment. So the target segment is very small and niche market. That is the third strategy known as the focus strategy. So I'll sum up once again. The generic strategy of Michael Porter is an important tool used at the business level strategy or SBU level strategy. In this, there are the x-axis is the strategic advantage, either go for uniqueness or low cost. Y-axis is the strategic target, whom you are targeting. And in this, you have three strategies. Number one, cost leadership. You go for a low cost production and you position your product as low cost economy product. Number two, differentiation strategy. You try to create a product with differentiation. You try to create a product or service which is very unique. That is differentiation strategy. And number three, focus strategy. You're focused. You're highly focused on the customer segment and you only target a very small niche market. Hope all these strategies are clear to you. So next time when you design a business level strategy or an SBU level strategy, remember the generic strategy of Michael Porter. Hope it is clear to you, and I'll be back with more on strategic management. Thank you.